If you are the type of person who insists on doing absolutely everything alone, you need to stop and listen because this video is about you. You are the person who carries the weight of the world on your shoulders, but you refuse to let anyone see you sweat. When you are struggling, you suffer in silence. When you are drowning, you don't scream for a lifeguard. You just learn to swim harder. You tell yourself that you just prefer things done your way, or that you are simply stronger than everyone else. But psychology tells a different story. This isn't just independence. This is a trauma response known as hyperindependence. Hyperindependence is not a personality trait you were born with. It is a survival mechanism you built. At some point in your timeline, likely when you were very young, you learned a brutal lesson. You learned that the only person you could truly rely on was yourself. Perhaps your caregivers were emotionally unavailable, or maybe you were forced to grow up too fast, taking on adult responsibilities when you were still just a child. You learned that asking for help didn't result in support. It resulted in disappointment, rejection, or chaos. So your brain rewired itself. You decided that needing people is dangerous and relying on others is a weakness. You became your own savior because nobody else came to save you. Now, as an adult, this manifests in subtle, exhausting ways. You probably hate group projects or delegating tasks because you were terrified that if you don't control every variable, everything will fall apart. You likely feel an intense, almost physical discomfort when someone offers to buy you dinner or give you a gift. You feel like you immediately owe a debt that must be repaid. You view dependency as a trap. This is also why you might disappear from social media or skip your own birthday. It's not just that you are introverted. It's that you don't want to be perceived or made a fuss of. To you, being the center of attention feels like being a burden. And being a burden is your worst nightmare. The tragic irony of hyperindependence is that while you are excellent at taking care of others, you are terrible at letting others take care of you. You are the therapist, friend, the problem solver, the rock. You attract broken people because you know how to fix them. But you keep your own walls so high that nobody can see that you're broken too. You crave connection. You crave deep intimacy. But the moment someone tries to get too close or tries to help you carry your load, you pull away. You sabotage the connection because safety feels unfamiliar, and vulnerability feels like a threat to your existence. But living this way comes at a heavy cost. You are walking through life wearing a suit of armor that you never take off. It protects you, yes, but it is also suffocating you. You are likely suffering from a high-functioning type of burnout. Your nervous system is constantly stuck in fight-or-flight mode, scanning for threats, ready to handle the next crisis alone. You're exhausted, not just physically, but in your soul. You are screaming in a room soundproofed by your own competence. So if this resonates with you, understand this one thing. You do not have to be the strong one today. Your independence served you well when you were surviving, but you are safe now. It is okay to put the armor down. It is okay to ask for help, not because you are weak, but because you are human. True strength isn't about how much you can carry alone. It's about having the courage to admit that the weight is too heavy. You deserve the same support you give so freely to everyone else. You are allowed to rest. Which sign hit you the hardest? Tell me in the comments and subscribe if you are finally ready to put the armor down.